Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And the third quarter. We're about ready to get underway. One of the stories here, Wesley Matthews getting it done today.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all four quarters.
The second half just about to get going here.
Checking out the game Wesley Matthews is having. He's got 8 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
So for Chicago right now, we've got Alexis Ajinça. Matthews out there with Dragic. Then it's Luke Babbitt. And it's Bosch in at the power forward. Conley kicks to Cousins. Here's Jordan. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. This is his first free throw of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
And he's good on the second. Chicago leading by 4. Inside. Here's Dragic. And the layup's good off the glass. Dragic has got 5.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Michael Conley. And the dunk by Jordan.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for him.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Matthews dishes to Ajinça. This one for 3. The kick out to Bosch. It's good from long range. Bosch has got the lead up to 7 now for Chicago.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Atlanta calls timeout. Gordon's checked in for Atlanta. Brooks comes in for Michael Conley. Chicago also making some changes. Chris Humphries has checked in for Bosch. Vujacic comes in for Luke Babbitt. And it's Vasquez in for Matthews. Nice shot by Brooks.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Dragic kicks to Vujacic. Now the pass to Humphries. Stolen by Fareed. Oh!
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, but hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one. Although, if he missed it, I might have.
Dragic with a wide open look. The shot's good. Vasquez making the play. And Brooks, here we go. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. The Atlanta shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. First free throw is good.
Well, they've been shooting their free throws with confidence and knocking them down. That's giving them an edge, no question about it.
Spates checked in for Chicago. Chicago leading. And Fareed sends it back. Jefferson attacking. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And the road back into this game wasn't a short one, but they've managed to make it all the way back and tie this thing up.
And, Greg, I've got to admit to you, I mean, I did not think they were going to get all the way back. I thought they were done. But they've shown some serious resilience and character to battle this far back.
And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. Jefferson's shot is off. Here's Chicago. Pass to Dragic. Lets it go from deep. And again, no good by Chicago.
And that's that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
No way you can sneak that shot by him, Greg. I mean, he was all on top of that one.
And defensively, they've gotten a little careless, not playing with the same focus we saw in the first.
And here we go again. Atlanta on the break. And that one's good. Brooks.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Chicago calls timeout.
Yeah, you can see they gave up a lot of points here in this run, and he just wants to break the momentum before this thing gets out of hand.
And, you know, that's a huge part of the coach's job, making sure you keep your guys in the best position possible at all times. So I like this timeout.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Mozgov, he's checked in for Cousins. Villanueva comes in for Fareed. And Giannis Antetokounmpo is subbed in for Richard Jefferson. Chicago also making some changes. Mbah is checked in for Humphries. Luke Babbitt comes in for Sasha Vujacic. And it's Joseph in for Goran Dragic. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
In for your Atlanta team.
Atlanta making some changes. Jordan, he's checked in for Gordon. And it's Conley in for Brooks. Worked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Chris Bosh is checked in for Mbah. McCollum comes in for Luke Babbitt. Wesley Matthews checked in for Vasquez. And it's Dragic in for Corey Joseph. Finally, the pass to Villanueva. Puts it up. Misses off the right iron.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
That's good, and the Atlanta lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from McCollum.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
Now here is Conley. Good if it goes. He got it up that time, but it would. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. It's Atlanta. They lead by 3. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point.
For 3.
We've got Jefferson. Conley out there with Jordan. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Fareed in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Now here's Fareed. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Bosh dishes to Spates. The kick out to Dragic. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Guys, they're holding on to the slimmest of leads.
And they can't afford to let it get any slimmer than what it is now, guys.
Now here's Jordan. 6 on the shot clock.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it. And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Stolen by Fareed. The drive by Jordan. That's in there. Conley with the assist. And it's an 8-point Atlanta lead. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Atlanta?
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Atlanta calls timeout. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Guys, thank you. I got a chance to hear what Greg Popovich was saying to his team. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
Thank you, Doris.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
And, you know, guys, that kind of offensive efficiency really keeps a lot of pressure on the opponent, and that's part of why the lead is what it is.
No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That's on Goran Dragic.
And it's all one-way traffic tonight, boy. They have been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get, but again, it's just one game, but nonetheless a very impressive one, the way they've handled their business here.
Here is Conley. Following the basket by Chris Bosh. And stolen by Spates. And here's Matthews for the three. No luck. Good work defensively by Conley. And Fareed kicks to Jefferson. Kept alive by Atlanta. Outside for Jordan. Goes back up. And he hits the jump shot. Jordan's got 11 in the second half.
When it rains and pours, another jump shot tickles that twine.
And this is a thunderstorm because they got it flowing right now. They are putting on a nice run. And how about the agility coming from the big man? I mean, that's not something we often see from him.
You know, it's never going to be, Greg, a 360 dunk when he goes up with it, but it will be 2 points. We do know that.
You know, you can sacrifice a little athleticism when you've got the size he does.
Here's Matthews. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
And the deeper we get into this game, it seems like the more the offenses are in rhythm.
Without question. I mean, both of these teams are firing on full broadband bandwidth. I mean, full throttle ahead.
No good from Cousins.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
Here's Conley after Wesley Matthews scored. Outside Dragic. Passes it to McCollum. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Matthews goes in. It's good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
No, that's the shot of the game.
Well, he was fearless enough to get it up and down, and it paid off for him.
And I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
You know, I think that's probably a smart move.
I think so, too. Now here's Jordan. Screen by Fareed. The drive by Jordan. It's in!
Well, Jordan has been fantastic.
Gotta score quickly.
Yeah, no time to waste here, partner.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Had to foul and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making it.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And that's exactly how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
And here's Matthews from the arc. Misses there. And so it's Atlanta with the W. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but Clark, a win nonetheless.
Yeah, and it appeared to me as though the fans gave them the emotional boost they needed down the stretch, Kevin. This crowd was not